Hey, what's up guys, it's Lashana. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm bringing you a video that I am super passionate about, and it is saving while working a minimum wage job. I'm so excited and passionate about this topic because I feel like a lot of us make excuses to why we cannot save our money. And you know, at the end of the day, no matter what you make, you can save something with what you make, right? So please make sure you pause the video right now and you go ahead and you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you pay it forward by sharing this content with someone you know, and let's get into the video. So I want to talk about savings. So the first thing you have to do is get a savings account. Now, there are two places that I know. I bank with Bank of America and I bank with Chase. So basically, Bank of America's policy on having a savings account is you have to have $500 bare minimum in your savings account in order to have an account with Bank of America. Now, this is an option for someone that might have 2 or more jobs, or this is an option for someone that has a side hustle. I feel like if you're working a minimum wage job and you're expected to keep $500 in a savings account, how am I going to do that? So when I went to Bank of America, that wasn't a good option for me, but it might be a good option for you. The second part is Chase. Now, Chase is more flexible with their savings account. You can sign up for a savings account with Chase. It's completely free. And you're also able to put as much as you want to put in there and as little as you want to put in there. They do charge you a maintenance fee. I think every 2 months I've noticed that they charge me $5. But $5 is, honestly, it's nothing. And if you're working a minimum wage job, I think this is like the best bank that you should go with. So now that we got the bank out the way, and once again, I just want to say, you can bank with any bank. If you have TD, Wells Fargo's, I'm not sure on their policies, but I'm just talking about my policies and what I do with Chase and Bank of America. And I decided to go with Chase because it was just the best option for me. The second thing I want to talk about when it comes to saving is splitting your check into percentages. Now, a lot of us may know this, but sometimes what's common information ain't common information. So you can, like when you sign up for direct deposit, there is a part of the slip that you can split your money. So you can put some of your money in your savings account and you can put some of your money into your checkings account, right? So this comes out pre-taxed, right? So the benefit of this is, a lot of us, the reason why we don't save is because when we get that money in our account or we get that money in our hands, we want to hold on to it. We're like, nah, I can save next week. Nah, I can save tomorrow. So the problem with that is you end up never saving. So if you take it out pre-taxed, you know, you don't get to see the money. You just see it in your savings account and it's already taken care of. So the money that goes into your checking, you know that's the money you have to flex with. So you can go and ask your employer if you can redo your direct deposit form, and that's a form of being disciplined and putting in that money in your savings account. Now, the second way that you can do this, which is the funnest way that I do it, is I do something called a cutoff mark and then a markup percentage mark. So these are terminologies that I've created, that I use. Doesn't make it right. I'm just talking for myself. So what I do is, when I get my check, I do the cutoff mark. So basically, let's say hypothetically I make $650 that week, right? I would put $50 into my savings account. That is the cutoff mark, because I go, like I was saying, I would just take $50 and I will put it into my savings account. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to do the percentage markup. So what that means is, you know, you swipe your debit card and you make purchases throughout the week, throughout the day. The point of a debit card is to do that, right? So if I go to Dunkin' Donuts and I spend $5.75, I have a quarter in my account. I'll have, let's say my balance is $1,000.25. You would take that 25 cents and deposit it into your savings account. It's kind of like the app called Acorn, but you're doing it yourself. Acorn does it for you. I don't use apps like that. I just don't really care for it. I feel like I can do it myself. So you're taking that 25 cents and you're putting it into your account. So I usually do this throughout the day. And what I've noticed is, by the end of the day, sometimes it adds up to like $1.50. By the end of the week, it adds up to $10 that I just put into my savings account. And I didn't do it all at one time. I did it gradually. So it doesn't seem like that much, because it's like, oh, it's 50 cents. Oh, it's $1. Oh, it's, you know, whatever, and at the end of the day I look at my bank statement, and if I have $5, let's say I have $55.25, I am gonna put in $5.25. I do whole numbers, right? So that's a way that you can save your money. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is a cash flow savings for extra emergencies. Now, when you have a savings account, sometimes, let's be honest, everything is an emergency. Going to Sephora is an emergency. Buying an Uber is an emergency. And sometimes we get carried away, and that's how our savings account, we put money in and we take money out. Who has that issue? You put money in, you take money out. So the best way to prevent that is to have something called a cash flow savings for emergency funds. So let's say you got pulled over, you got a ticket. You don't want to dip right into your savings, so you take out cash. Every time you get paid, you take out $10 or $5. You put it in an envelope, and that is your cash flow for emergencies. So if you get invited to a yacht party and you need to buy the ticket, and the ticket is $35, instead of going into your savings, you can use that cash flow emergency money as money you can use for that yacht party. That gives you an opportunity to not dig into your savings account automatically. The last thing I want to talk to you guys about is discipline. Without discipline, nothing I said in this video is going to work. If you do not have discipline, it's not going to work. The only person that can make your finances grow and make your finances work for you is you. You right there, you in the camera, you looking at me, you right there, okay? If you aren't disciplined, your finances will control you. You won't control your finances. The importance of saving, guys, is so that for rainy days, you can have money. So many people don't believe in saving, but right now in this country, we're going through a pandemic. And if a lot of us could be honest with ourselves, we don't have no money in our savings account. We're broke because we weren't saving. We're broke because we took a $25 Uber to our friend's house and from our friend's house. We're broke. And we're depending on unemployment checks, and some of us aren't even getting our unemployment checks for weeks to come, and we're broke because we didn't save. So I really do encourage you guys to save your money. Make sure that you're putting your best foot forward, you know, and also remember, you're not perfect. You're not going to get it on the first try, the second try. Maybe it might take you 6 times to get it, but make sure that you're doing your part and you're staying disciplined. Find yourself accountability partners that can help you along your journey, and you're gonna make it, okay?